Hey, what's up you guys? This is Lucas here from excelwealth.com, and great that you joined in today's video. Now, if you're this student, if you're this university student, if you're this college student and you're thinking, I want to be investing my money, I want to set my money to work, then this is the video that you should absolutely be watching, because I'm going to talk about the 3 ways that you can be investing as a student. Want to know how? Be sure to check out today's video. Did you know that as a student, you can make $1.2 million with only an initial investment of $100,000? 1.2 million of an initial $100,000. And yes, that's what we're going to discuss today, because in these 3 ways, you got to really think about it. Time is the first thing that you as a person, as a student, have most of. Nobody else has more time than you right now. Because if you really think about it, if you're only in your 20s and you invest today with $100 per month, not saying per week, not saying per year, per month. If you invest $100 per month for the coming 45 years, actually, starting from your 20s up till you're 65 years old. If you do that consistently each and every month, and you're going to invest it passively, you're never going to take it out. You're going to invest it in, for example, let's just say the S&P 500. You're going to do that consistently every month. You don't care if the market is high or you don't care if the market is low. You never care of selling the stocks. You only buy into the stocks every month. And you do that consistently for 45 years until you're 65, until the moment you think, it's the time to retire. That moment, your initial deposit is $100,000. Your outcome, your output of your investments, if you do it in the S&P 500, is over $1.2 million. That's what time does. So the first way of investing for you as a student is put time to advantage. Use the time. Now I get it. The moment you're in your 20s, you think, I'm going to invest $100 per month. The $100 could be a stretch. Could be. And the moment you're in your 40s, you might be thinking, $100? I had more than $100 per month. I get that. But this is just for the idea that time is in your advantage now that you still have it. So, my first way to invest as a student is use the time to your own advantage. Use the time. And that actually brings us to the second way of investing. Now, you might be thinking, Lucas, great, I'm only 19 years old and I can do this. I see lots of 19 years old because I'm a professor in a university myself, and I get that. I see lots of 19 years old who say, you know what, Lucas, I'm going to make it happen with $100 per month. I know it's a stretch, but I can make it happen. Now, the second thing is, now you know that time is in your advantage. How are you going to use it? And that is the second thing. Invest in knowledge before you get started. Now, you might be thinking, I'm 19 years old. Let's make it happen. No, I get that. But if you have no knowledge on the stock market, you could be investing in the S&P 500, which is totally fine. But when are you going to sell your stocks? Because, you want to be having your money work harder for you, not just, you're putting it aside and never touching it at all anymore. You want to do something with it. You want to have your money grow over time. And if you want to have that happening, then you have to do something about that. Yes, you do. So the first question is, what do I buy? What do I buy? And that's a very good question, because if you don't know what to buy, then you'll be stuck with, I'm going to buy Amazon, or I'm going to buy Tesla, or I'm going to buy some Bitcoin, or I'm going to buy some, depending on whatever is telling you. This is why getting knowledge, learning the skill to know what is a good choice to buy if I want to be making money over time, since I have time on my advantage, on my hands. Learn to invest in knowledge. Learn the skills to know what is a good thing to invest in. Now the next thing is, the moment you learn how to invest, you will also learn when to sell. Because, that's the biggest question. The moment you know, like, okay, I'm not going to invest in Amazon because everybody's investing in Amazon, and this is why it's not growing like crazy. But I already know that I'm going to invest in some company called, like, the CCTV, for example, CCVI, or I'm just calling abbreviations here and have no idea which company it was again. I should look that up on my phone. I should, but I'm not right now. I will help you. I'll give you some ideas which stocks actually work. For example, like the Sophie Finance, that's a very good one, but we'll get to that in a different video. Okay, so now that you know which stocks to invest in, the question is, when do you sell? Do you sell like, the moment you make like $100 in profit? Or do you sell like the moment it makes like 10% in profit? Or do you sell like, when the stock actually makes 25% of profit? When do you actually sell? That's a very important question, because if you don't know when to sell, it's never going to work out. It's never going to work out. So think about it. How are you going to invest? And how and when are you going to sell? Investing in knowledge is so important if you want to be making money as a student. And that actually brings us to the third method, and that is exchanging your time for money. Now, investing costs money. Like I mentioned, if that $100 per month is a stretch, you have to find a way to exchange your time now for money so that you can use that money to invest over time. Now, you can be filling stocks in the supermarket and get paid like, I don't know, like $3 per hour. You could also use that same time, the same amount of money that you get, by learning from others. Why not work for a real estate agent? Why not work for a real estate investor? There are people out there whose knowledge is also gold to you. Work for them. Work with them, because they'll give you knowledge on things that will help you. They'll give you knowledge on the things that you will be able to use in your future. Now, I started as a paperboy. Was it satisfying? No. Was it for the money? Yes. Later on, I started working for a real estate agent, doing copying work, doing documentation. Was it interesting? No. Did I learn a lot from that? Absolutely. Did I get paid a lot? No. I always say the dude was, using me as a slave, but hey, I do have to say that dude gave me so much information that it helped me become a real estate investor myself. Invest your time, exchange for money, so that you can use that money to invest. I get it. Students have a hard life. They have to focus on their studies in university or in college, but they also have to use their time to invest in their own knowledge over time and for money, so that money can help them roll over time. If you're the student and you're watching this video today, good for you. But let me ask you this question. How are you using your time? How are you spending your time? Are you doing things that you like, that are going to help you in your future? Are you doing the things that are helping you and your family for the future? Or are you only doing the things that make you happy today? Focus on the things that will help you in the future, helping you, but also your family. Because in the end, what are you doing it for? Are you only doing it for the short-term happiness that you get? If you really want to make a change, start today. And if you like this video, of course, be sure to hit that like button, because it will really help out YouTube's algorithm. And of course, if you like more content like this, be sure to come back to my channel and watch videos like these. I thank you very much for watching. Happy investing. See you on the next.